A conference room in Liverpool, an address to the esteemed Royal College of Psychiatrists, an unlikely location for a psychedelic happening. But that's kind of what this is, the first presentation on psychedelic drug therapy to a mainstream psychiatric conference in 4 decades.
Congratulations, because I think this is a landmark event and you're all part of it.
The star attraction, American psychiatrist Michael Mithoefer revealing the results of his trial, treating patients with MDMA, or ecstasy. Before it became widely known as a clubbing drug, MDMA was first used in therapy, mostly relationship counselling, like this session in America in the 1980s.
It is a drug that allows people to be free of their fear and to face up to what bothers them.
You're a nice man. I like you. I love you.
Once it escaped the therapist rooms, spread to the clubs, and people died, it was made illegal. Research stopped. Until now. A small number of trials are starting up again around the world. Michael Mithoefer's is the first to be completed. And the organisers of this presentation today have asked him here to show his results because they want to see similar trials starting in the UK.
What this event symbolises today is the first time in over 40 years that these drugs have been discussed in a mainstream medical conference. This is an exciting time because it's shedding the past and the controversial history of these drugs and allowing us to look at them with evidence-based, clear, objective scientific eyes.
And the evidence that Michael Mithoefer is proposing is very impressive. Instead of relationship counselling, he's been treating victims of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Half are given MDMA and counselling, the MDMA to allow them to relive the traumatic experience without fear. The other half were given a placebo and counselling.
The results were very impressive reductions in PTSD symptoms. At the end, in the placebo group, 85% of people still met the criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder. In the MDMA group, only 15% still met the criteria.
Is that a cure?
That's a cure, yes.
The researchers are keen to point out that this was a relatively small study and the results have not yet been officially published.
The reason I'm talking about it is to let people know that this is serious research, because I think there's so much prejudice against these drugs in the general public. They just don't know that they are things that should be taken seriously as possible treatments.
There are 2 other trials running at the moment in Switzerland and Israel. Ben and others would like the UK to be next. Talk of placebos and randomised controlled trials may be a long way from the drug's current perception among the public, but the scientists know that their chances of success in continuing their research depend on keeping the debate as boring as possible.